Hello, I'm Steve with Apogee Hardwood Cleaning. This is another video in our blog series, and today's blog is called Unlocking the Secret: Why Homeowners Overlook the Transformative Power of Screen and Recoat for Hardwood Floors. Right, so this is going to be an interesting article because this is going to get into something that I run into all the time, and that is the lack of awareness of what the screen and recoat is. And that is the very first item on our list here in this article, is most people don't use the screen and recoat or ask for the screen and recoat because they don't know of its existence. Most people that have hardwood floors have never heard of screen and recoat before. Because when it comes down to it, most people don't have any awareness of what it really takes to care for the hardwood floors and how it's different from their other floors and the intricacies of what makes a hardwood floor care different. So that's one of the reasons why I went and created my book, A Guide for Hardwood Floor Care, which you can now find on Amazon, is to help homeowners understand what it takes to care for their hardwood floors and what are the maintenance requirements of those floors. And screen and recoat is one of the maintenance requirements for a hardwood floor. And when done properly and done in a timely manner, the screen and recoat can keep your hardwood floor looking great for decades, centuries actually. We have worked on a few floors now that are over 200 years old. The proper application of screen and recoat and the full refinishing can keep your floors going for centuries. So the next thing we have on our list here of why homeowners overlook the screen and recoat is the perceived complexity, which is understandable because most people understand what sanding is, and that is a very in-depth action to take on your floor. And that is, with a full refinishing, it is fully taking off the top layer of your floor and applying a whole new stain and polyurethane to the floor. The screen and recoat is much simpler. Screen and recoat is just basically cleaning up the floor and applying a new polyurethane to it. There are a few things in there that you have to watch for and be knowledgeable about to make sure it comes out good. But it is a very simple concept. Is all we're doing is cleaning up the floor and applying a new polyurethane. So conceptually it's fairly simple. There is a few gotchas you got to watch out in there, but it is a fairly simple process. The next thing on here is assuming full refinishing is the only solution. For most people that own hardwood floors, the sanding option is the only thing they've ever heard of before. And in reality, most of the hardwood floor companies out there, that is the only option they provide people. A lot of the companies out there do not provide the screen and recoats. They are companies that install floors, replace floors, and they do the sanding. Most of them do not provide the screen and recoat option. And my guess of why they don't do that is because the screen and recoat requires a thorough cleaning of the floor and wax removal or product removal if there is any of those things on the floor. Because that is the gotcha if you don't do it correctly. If you don't get that floor clean, if you got any of those residuals or other product on there that ends up in between the old polyurethane layer and the new polyurethane layer, that floor is going to start peeling. And that is the aspect that most of these companies don't want to deal with. So they typically only recommend sanding because that's a risk they don't want to take. So as a cleaning company, that is what we do. We do cleaning, and so we've added on the polyurethane option was the add-on for us because cleaning is what we do. So do-it-yourself overestimation is the next one on the list here. And again, the concept of the screen and recoat is fairly simple. Most people could do it. The gotcha, once again, is that cleaning aspect. You got to get that contamination out of there, which is why the other professional companies don't want to do it. And that is what typically will get most homeowners in trouble when they try to do it themselves, is not getting that surface properly prepared for the new layer of polyurethane. Putting the new layer of polyurethane on there is not that difficult. It's making sure that surface is properly prepared so that there is not contamination in there that is going to end up causing that floor to peel off. And then the perception of ineffectiveness. So I'm not sure about this one. I know there's some of the other companies out there that do the sanding. This is something they promote, is that it's ineffective. When properly used, it is effective. You putting that new layer of polyurethane on there in a timely manner at the right time, that is on a properly done floor, is highly effective and will keep your floor going for many, many more years in between the needs for doing sanding. So hopefully that will help you out. The whole idea is that people are just not knowledgeable about screen and recoat because most people have never heard of it, including myself before I got involved with this business line. Screen and recoat was a new concept. It's one that I'm highly enthusiastic about. I know how effective it is, and not only is a maintenance process, it is something that can help many floors recover from the damage that's been done. Because many floors, the issues with the floor, even though it looks bad and whatnot, is really the fact that it no longer has a finish on it. So when you clean it up and put a new finish on it, the floor is back to looking great again. Now, serious damage needs sanding, but many floors are not at that point. They just need a new layer of finish put on them and they look great again. Alright, so as I mentioned, I do have my book, A Guide for Hardwood Floor Care. You want to learn more about taking care of your floor and how screen and recoats and sanding fits into the maintenance process for your floor, go ahead and get my book on Amazon. Otherwise, have a great day, and hopefully you found this article helpful. Thank you.